Many are waiting to see if this ceasefire holds long enough for them to leave Sudan. Now, more foreign governments are scrambling to get their diplomatic staff and civilians out, and Sudanese residents are trying to do the same. Groups like this are traveling by bus for hours, hundreds of kilometers north to Egypt, driving through paramilitary-held checkpoints. And while Egypt has opened its border to Sudanese nationals with a valid passport, some are facing challenges. Not everyone has the right documents. And while others say they're being charged extortionate fees to escape, the Walid family says it paid nearly $7,000 to take a charter bus.
الحقيقة دي كانت أطول رحلة.
This was indeed the longest trip. We were on the road for more than 72 hours, full of fear. It was a hard decision to leave my country, Sudan. The RSF was stationed across the road to Madani. Even if they didn't ask where we were going, it was still very scary because we didn't feel safe. It was a very long road. I have my grandmother, who is very old. This was very exhausting for her. We did not have a solution but to ask her to be patient so we could leave.
And thousands of foreign students are stranded in Sudan. They're concerned about the logistics of getting around. This Nigerian student says she's struggling to find a way out.
We reached the border of Ethiopia and Sudan in Galabat. We slept there, and yesterday we entered the border, the immigration office of Sudan. And they said they are going to stamp the exit visas for us, Sudanese border. And then the Ethiopian border, they told us they are not going to let us pass unless we have our visa to enter Ethiopia, and we don't have it. The Nigerian embassy in Sudan is really trying their best. We talked to them, they sent a letter for us. And then the people at the border said they are not going to let us pass unless it's a visa. So they sent us back to Gadarif, which is another location near the border. We went to the consulate and we asked for the visa, and they said they are not going to stamp visa for us. They are only stamping it for Sudanese.
Not everyone is able to escape the violence. Many of Khartoum's 6 million residents are trapped in their homes, facing dwindling food and medical supplies, as well as a lack of clean water. But a network of Sudanese civilians in and outside of the country is using social media to help them. We're seeing hashtags like Needed Khartoum to share information about leaving Sudan and connecting people to vital resources like medical care. The fighting has meant regular internet interruption or blackouts. Netblocks.org is monitoring the situation. It says internet is now being partially restored after the country went offline on Sunday. Service is intermittent despite the reconnection of state provider Sudatel. It adds the Sudanese army accused the RSF paramilitary of sabotaging telecom networks in the capital. Well, now the impact is being felt by many in Sudan who still can't reach their loved ones. One user said her mother tried to call family members and couldn't get through. And when she finally did, someone else answered. It's not clear why, but it does appear that the calls are being diverted. Take a listen.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
So the situation in Sudan is still volatile as people try to get to safety.